Hello, people in cybersecurity land. This is Mark Bernard, and I'm here today to talk about a very interesting subject that there is a lot of confusion around, as usual. Information security continuity, and I'm explaining it here. The goal for information security continuity is to maintain information security following a security incident. So we're going to talk about this really quickly here. Normal day-to-day operations kind of looks like this. So we have infrastructure. Infrastructure provides certain business continuity support. That includes for high availability and also for redundancy and also hot and cold backups and connectivity, of course, to the network, the WAN, the LAN, the internet, all the different various networks. On top of the infrastructure are the applications. Now there's many different types of applications. There are enterprise applications and there are COTS applications, commercial off-the-shelf software that we buy like Windows, Visio, other things like that, of course. And business applications, what they need to provide when it comes to continuity is they need to provide process documentation, they need to provide data integrity, so they need to have, inside of those processes, they need some way to do exception or exclusion checking to validate the data, make sure that the data is accurate. They also provide the relationships with the customers, so they may have software to do that, or they may be doing that manually. And of course, there's suppliers that supply business application support for those applications, so we need to know about those things. So that's kind of the technology stack, if you like. And behind that is the information technology group. And the information technology group supports the infrastructure and the business applications, and they provide other services too that are critical to business continuity. That includes change control, which is very important, access control to make sure only authorized users get access to information, and change control, of course, is to make sure that changes are tested and validated and make sure that we don't make changes to the infrastructure or to the applications or the databases unless they've been tested and approved. Configuration management, so all the configuration that goes around the infrastructure. So there's the infrastructure applications and different appliances such as firewalls and routers and switches, wireless routers and fixed switches. There's also load balancers. There may be intrusion prevention systems. There's a lot of different types of technology that goes into the infrastructure that needs to be configured so that it works properly. And then, of course, there's patching. And patching is very important to maintain resilience. And in order to maintain resilience, you need to make sure that you have all the defects of the known defects that have been published by the software vendors applied. And then you have business continuity. Behind the technology is an information security management system, such as the one in ISO 27001. Business continuity activities around information security include governance, risk management, incident handling, and monitoring. Now, we put our databases in the cloud and we put them in data centers. And this is where we run our technology and we run our applications in the cloud or the data center, or a combination of both or one or the other. Each of those have the business applications, as I mentioned, and the infrastructure within them. And then behind the cloud and behind the data center is the information security management system. So this makes sure that the cloud is secure and the data center is secure. Now, what happens if the cloud fails? Well, business applications and ancillary cloud kicks in with information assets. So we go from one cloud instance to another cloud instance. So we may have cloud computing services in Pittsburgh, and because Pittsburgh fails, then we may automatically flip to South Africa or some other continent. Usually data centers in the cloud are spread around the continent to make sure that they're available. What happens if a data center goes down? The same thing. We flip our business applications and our information assets over to an ancillary data center. And so we have some redundancy here, and we have some high availability activities going on. And of course, behind the ancillary sites is the information security management system. So what we have here is we have information security management system in the existing primary locations, but also in the secondary. If we should fail over or flip over to an ancillary data site, we also need to have information security there, and hence information security continuity from one site to another site. Now, some defined terms for you to consider. Business continuity can be defined as the capability to deliver customer services and products during interruptions to applications and infrastructure that support the business. The resilience of the organization's people and supporting technology are crucial to the achievement of the organization's mission. In contrast, information security continuity is the capability to protect the confidentiality of information, to make sure that only authorized people get access to the information, whether it's at the primary site or at the ancillary site. It also protects the integrity of information, so the quality of the data and the processes that maintain the information. So if the process gets damaged or the applications get damaged, it could affect the data quality. So when it comes to integrity, we look at it as a 50-50 kind of thing. So we look at data quality, but we also look at the applications that touch and maintain the quality. In addition to that, we ensure the continuity, the continued availability of information assets. So those are the principles of information security, in case you didn't recognize them: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We want to make sure that those business assets, those information assets, during any type of interference or interruption, continue to be available for the applications and the infrastructure so that the business can continue to operate. If you're looking for the reference, it's under ISO 27001, ISMS, Information Security Management System, Clause A.17, Information Security Aspects of Business Continuity Management. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.